know it's been a couple of years since I've done a video, and here's why. We started on a log home build. Actually, we started with our tennis courts, pools for tilapia, because then we wanted to do a whole aquaponics setup first. Here's what we've been doing. We had to set up all the bases for the pools for the fish. We had to do the concrete and posts for all the greenhouse stuff, lay out all the blocks. It's been crazy. Anyway, here's a kind of an overview of everything we've done. Building that first big greenhouse, you gotta start big, real smart. Usually you start small, smaller greenhouse. No, we do big first, Brilliant. Anyway, the old tennis court turned into the big greenhouse, putting in all the beds and putting up all the ribs. It took a while. First we built the beds, then we had to fill them all with gravel because we are going to end up with about 5,000 tilapia in here for our first aquaponics experiment. Why not go big? Go big or go home, right? So anyway, here we have the gravel in the beds. I'll be doing like individual videos of how we did everything, just kind of specifics, but just kind of an overview of everything. Again, why we haven't done anything for a couple of years on our videos. Well, this has been in this greenhouse we had, it's been now 8, 9, almost 10 years ago. And we never did put the whole build of this whole greenhouse on. Oh, there's Bear. So anyway, that little area was a sump area. This is the drains from the pumps, and here's the tanks of the fish and all the beds that we had in this greenhouse. I know, crazy. We have air in them. We had all the flow. We had the sump systems. The whole system was amazing. So anyway, we're going to get this finished off, and when we did that, we had tons of lettuce, lots of grow. We experimented with so many things. Yeah, there I am in my wonderful lab coat talking about it. That's on another video. But we had papaya trees, mango trees, you name it in there. It was amazing, and it was all just with gravel and fish poop. But the tanks were, it was great. The tilapia grew like crazy, and we had, like I said, over 5,000. Well, that was the end of that greenhouse, and we had it in there for over 7 years. And so now it's time to take it down. You can see the old tennis court right there. Now, the tennis court was poured with a thick, very thick concrete because we thought someday in the future we might put up a log home on it. I mean, it's 6,000 square feet of concrete. But anyway, log truck comes, time to unload everything, and we're still trying to take everything apart. All the logs are there. We're getting all the beds out, getting all the gravel out. Oh, what a pain. Anyway, so as you see, all the logs are ready to go. There's what's left of the greenhouse. We took out about 2/3 of that greenhouse, and we're leaving the other third in back. You can see where the old trees are. We kept the trees in their little bins. Concrete had to be cut for all the plumbing, and you can see how thick that concrete was. Just overviews of everything. Here we got started on the logs on the corners, and that the logs came as a kit, but only the walls. And we did find a kit that was basically on sale, and they delivered it at a really good price. And we'll have another video on where we got everything and how it's all put together. We did a second home, and it shows a whole lot more on exactly how we actually did this. But you can see walls going up. Actually, you can see some windows and where the doors are. It gets exciting once you get to a point. At first, it seems like overwhelming. And not at first, the whole time it seemed overwhelming. You had to brace the walls so they would stay perfectly plumb. And finally it's getting to start look like a house. When you're doing everything yourself, you have to figure out how to do it. So we figured out how to get our trusses up without any heavy equipment. We just kind of rolled them on there. And we had different kinds of trusses because we wanted a vaulted ceiling. But here's another little overview of where we are so far. Again, starting to look like a house. You know, a little log home. In the back, you can see where the greenhouse is. That's that last part of that greenhouse. But the walls are up, the last row of logs are up there, and okay, finally got all the trusses up. That took about 2 days, you know, and by yourself, that's not bad. And then, you know, again, here's just an overview. There's where the vaulted ceiling part of it is. And I just kind of thought that looked cool, so I took a picture of it. So here is, we'll go to a video now of how this looks after we have the trusses up and actually looking like a log home. So here's the one door that we're actually not going to use. We're going to end up having a fireplace there. Insert, not actual fireplace, but you know, propane. And again, I just thought this looked cool, so we decided just let's take a little short video, walk on in, and it's like, oh, look at that, that's so cool. Anyway, everything lined up perfectly. Just an overview of the whole truss system. And here's looking down from up there on the trusses. Again, just kind of cool looking. We put some windows on the end to get some light in, as you can see. And up top, you know, put all the boards across to get everything shored up right. But that attic space really came out nice. Okay, we had to get everything sanded and bleached and then stained again. Doing the roof, these are blocks just to hold things in place because, again, by yourself, you kind of have to figure it all out. So the blocks held everything from sliding back down the roof on me. So, you know, these were some pretty long sheets, had to get up there. So I just added some things to some scaffolding so I could slide the roof up on it, which you'll see in a second here. All right, come on, get with it. Oh, there we are. And so I just slid it up on top of there, run around to the other end, lift it up over those blocks, and then just keep working my way up just to get the roof on. Now, if I had some other people, I could just, you know, get it to there and they could walk it on up. You can see the little rope on the left. I'm not a big person on heights, so I like to have a little safety rope all the time. I'm just kind of nervous like that, but that's okay. I got it figured out. I don't like heights. So anyway, getting these things pulled up, get it to a point, then I'll get down off the ladder. Come on, get down off that ladder, you. And ta-da! Okay. And so got all the roofing up, and see the little blocks are still there. Now I can take all the blocks down because that was it for the roof. Then we have the end wall and see where the door is going to be covered up, but we're going to go ahead and finish that off with some logs that we're going to cut thinner and use them. Actually, we're going to cut them with our sawmill that we got. It's a little cheap one. Yeah, then it snowed. So we got it in the dry just in time. And it snowed about 2 feet this year. Rare. Okay, back to the plumbing inside. As you can see, it was a big cut, pretty thick concrete, which was great because that was, like I said, made for this to do this. We sealed this with waterproofing. So then we put a 2-inch insulation on the floor besides, and then you know, just use 3/4-inch tongue groove so we could put our flooring in. Same with the ceiling, it's all 3/4-inch OSB because we're going to use a whole nother system on the ceiling. We had some builders come and they thought, wow, that was pretty cool. Never thought of doing that. We used a really kind of cool flooring for the ceiling. It looks like a tongue and groove up there, but about 1/10 the price. Anyway, oh, here we're digging our deep trench for the electrical. They want it 3 feet deep here for whatever reason. Anyway, so we decided we'll go 40 inches. Dug in, got our electrical in, so we could just, instead of running extension cords. So we got our electrical in, got our lights up. So now we could start working on inside. You can see the flooring going in on there. The ceiling is done. I got to do these end walls next, and but you can see how the vaulted ceiling is kind of a kick. We've got just doing it totally different. No walls in yet. Now we're going to end up putting walls in. You can see that there's some of the refrigerator and the stove are sitting there. But anyway, we instead of blueprints, we've made blueprints on the floor. I did have a design, but oh, here's that one of the end walls, and a lot of this was cut on with the sawmill out there. Okay, blueprints. We just put blue tape on the floor from my designs, measured it all out. Plumbing was already in, so we had to set the toilets and the shower bins. So anyway, blue lines where we're going to put our walls. This way I didn't have to cut any flooring or any ceiling around anything. This worked out so well. Some builders might not agree with this, but I'll tell you what, it's worked really well. And you can see all the little on the floor blueprints. Some of it was changed because, you know, as you're building, you can design it any way you want to. Here's where we're going to put the counters and countertops and, you know, the heights, and then we got our counters and countertops in. We had somebody else do the countertops for us. That was the one thing that we didn't do on our own. We didn't have any builders here or anything. We just wanted to do it from start to finish as much as possible. Countertops were a little different. I didn't have the tools or basically the strength for that. Pretty heavy stuff. Anyway, got all those in. Looked pretty good. I really like that. Then we made a mess again because we start working on the rest of all the walls and things. We found a nice backsplash that we liked, and that got put in. We'll see the finishing touch. Wanted to put a beam on the top just to make it look nice, so got a faux beam and really nice stuff. We'll show you where we got that in some other videos, but some really, really nice stuff. Good touch. And we used just everything we could to make it look good, but not break the bank either. Found a really nice fan that we liked. Of course, everything we can get we got on sale because we got it ahead of time. Here's that door, used to be door, that we're going to make into a fireplace. Oh yeah, relaxing watching TV for a sec. Okay, back to the fireplace. Had to frame it all out so we could get the brick on there. Again, it's a faux brick wall. It was just great. Needed a mantle, so here's a picture of the mill and cutting out the mantle. We used the mill for a lot of the trim and different things like that. We have a lot of cedar on our property, so that was nice. We used all of our own cedar, and you'll see the big fish here. Anyway, that was pretty heavy actually. And then there was sanding and staining and sanding and staining and sealing. And here's a look at the finished fireplace with the mantle on it. That came out pretty nice. And our windows up above, so we had some extra light in. And yes, and actually the fire works. Yay! So, and an evening, I like kind of looking at that. That's another restful thing. Okay, back to this side. Now we got to do this other wall. So we're going to use that pallet type wood, and it worked out really well. We had some extra. We put it on another spot just to kind of match things up. We had some extra brick, so we put it on the front of this island here. It just kind of ties it all together. Found some old got some old stools for our daughter and refinished them, and then just, you know, added to it. Here's the extra pallet wood that we used. And so that just tied that side together. Then we had the closets to figure out. Well, we had a bunch of extra ceiling, so we used the ceiling panels and lined all of our closets with it. Nothing goes to waste. Use what you have, buy what you need. Made our own doors from kits. So again, the barn doors, all the rooms will have barn doors. You'll see that at the end of the video, kind of a walkthrough of the whole thing. And here's where we are so far. You can see what's left of the greenhouse there. And back to, we wanted to put porches all the way around, so we needed more cedar posts. So go cut them, peel them right away because otherwise it's really hard. And we had plenty of posts. I think my wife is getting tired of the peeling thing. It was not very appealing for her. So anyway, here's a bunch of them already. Here's some more. And you see the mill there in the background. But we got enough to get our posts done. And then we'll go ahead and get the roof on for the porch. And there we have it. And it all stained and roof on. Anybody need any cedar shavings? We got plenty. Anyway, we made our shelves out of the cedar. We made tables, and like I said, the mantle. Just really came out pretty. We cut all of our own lumber for the trim because we couldn't find any trim that we liked that was like heavy, blocky, nice looking trim. As you can see, that's real heavy block trim on the outside. And that was all cut from that with that mill as well. I will be doing videos on all of that on a whole nother, probably another channel, because it doesn't have much to do with greenhouses. Just kind of showing you what we've been up to. We put on a little extra mudroom on the back so we could put like an extra refrigerator back there and a freeze dryer. We got a lot of extra stuff from our greenhouses. There's inside of that back little room. Oh, golf clubs, someday. And so then I needed to finish that outside end wall. And we stained those panels with that same stain we used on the logs. And there's that finished. Well, the turkeys, they came by, they kind of liked it. You can tell it's spring. I'll imagine that. Oh, it's spring, all right. Hey, Mom, I'm hungry. And there's the pond and one of the granddaughters out there enjoying that. Yeah, we had deer and everything all around all the time. But anyway, back to it. Here's a little inside, a quick video of tour inside the house. We're looking outside the back window at the greenhouse. This is inside the house looking out the back to the greenhouse. Yeah, back off already, come on. So this is one of the back bedrooms, one of the smaller ones, guest room. And yes, it is snowing out. I'm glad we're done with this. But quick little tour of inside. So back room, plenty of room in this for a guest room. Let's go out. Oh, there's the barn doors we have in this one. Double closet there. And let's walk out this way and see what we got. Let's go to the next little room we're using as just kind of exercise and inversion table, because you can't do all this without having your back hurting a little bit. So got the inversion table and the snow again. And then of course another barn door in here, just a single there. And into the master bedroom, we have double barn door there, a little small walk-in closet there. We put closets everywhere we could. I didn't want to waste any space anywhere. Oh, look, reflection in there. That's me. Another double door closet there in the master bath. And you can see me in the mirror. Yay. Okay, anyway. Rather not see me in the mirror. And we did in the bath, again, cut our shelves for in here. We did our own baths. We didn't want to cheap out there or anything, so they came out pretty nice. Glass sliding doors. And that cabinet right there was an extra one from the kitchen. We had an extra, so I thought, oh, let's put it in here. It worked out really well. And back out, let's go check out the next bathroom, I believe. Go down the hall. I know, boring, but wanted to give you a little walkthrough of the finished product. And another shower, same thing we did in the other. And as you can see, that right there is the mechanical room anyway. Everything is in there, all the shut-off valves, everything is in that mechanical room. And a nice big linen closet in there. Again, closets everywhere we could get them. Then on this side we have the laundry. Oh, and a lot of shelves. pantry area. So that was a nice big room here. Lots of room. And then we look out into the living room. So let's walk back down the hall. This is what it looks like coming down the hall into the big room, into the vaulted ceiling, into the living room, fire going, snow out. Yay! We are done with this part of it. I still have a couple more shelves I'm going to be putting up, but pretty much finished. This is why it took a while and why I haven't been doing any other videos for the last couple of years, but we are going to get started again. Kitchen, duh, obviously. Oh, there's the backsplash that's finished now. You can see that. It came out really nice. Back off. I'm going to put some more shelves on the right hand side of these windows. We'll just cut 3 more, add them in there. I'm going to put a big shelf across on top over on that wall right there as well. Looks nice, but a little empty. And just a view of the whole thing. Snow out the window, fire going. You just want to sit there now. Anyway, we have almost finished here. Well, gotta look outside first. Yeah, it's real snow. Coming down pretty good, actually, for Arkansas. That's quite a bit of snow. Okay, just another view of the mantle up here, and out this side. Come around. We didn't want to cover up too much of the walls, so. Oh, and then we have a little back area for the coats and stuff. We were going to close it off as a closet, but that just made more sense. Just leave it for a little coat area. You can't even see it from pretty much anywhere else in the house anyway. And that's that overview. Let's go check out this back room a little bit. And that door goes to that extra little room where the extra refrigerator and other stuff is. And that was the freeze dryer, and there's the refrigerator, extra refrigerator in the back room. Oh, it's time to enjoy it. Granddaughters are awesome. And here's another granddaughter. Picture of taking a picture. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Grandparents and parents and all the generations just having fun now. Finally get to enjoy this. You know, it's wonderful having this done and be able to enjoy it as you're sitting there watching the cold outside. And snowing again. This is another snow, not the same snow actually. This is snow just another couple weeks later. And we're done. So, till next time.
Complete growing, we keep it simple, we keep it sustainable, we keep it affordable, and most of all, we keep it real. So join our growing community by subscribing and clicking on that notification bell because you don't want to miss a thing.